How to never use a timeout again. So, why do we use timeouts? What purpose do they serve? We use timeouts as a form of discipline. What does discipline mean? When our child acts in a way that we deem bad, unacceptable, or not okay, we enforce a consequence, like a timeout, something that they won't like so that they will change their behavior in order to not have to experience that consequence again. Seems logical, right? Leads to better behavior, ideally, right? So when I say and create a course called How to Never Use a Timeout Again, am I going to offer up other forms of discipline, like yelling, scolding, lecturing, withholding favorite toys, withholding favorite activities, or denying them dessert with dinner? No. If you've been following my work at all or for any amount of time, you already knew that'd be my answer, right? So wait, are you suggesting we don't discipline our kids at all? Cue writhing in laughter, pointing at the fact that I do not have an education in child development, maybe telling me to stick to things I know, like playing the piano or drawing cartoons, and maybe even calling my body of work dangerous and irresponsible to be telling parents. I know, I always have like some imaginary villain shooting down my work. But I digress. The bottom line is, yes, I am suggesting we don't discipline our kids at all. At least not in the way we typically think of discipline, like taking something away that they like or giving them something they don't like when they behave in a way that we deem unacceptable. So, what am I saying? That kids are allowed to bite, hit, steal, pour cereal on the floor, eat ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, never follow orders, not clean up their toys, blah, blah, blah? Wrong again. I think most adults think of kids as these little irrational whirlwind lunatics who, if left unchecked, uncorrected, and undisciplined, will run around like untrained, uncivilized beasts and wreak havoc and make their own and everybody else's lives miserable. That timeouts and discipline are essential to teach our kids how to behave, to teach them how to fit into society, to teach them to be a good and productive and decent human being. But oh, we are so wrong. We are so wrong. So, do you want to learn really how to never use a timeout again? There's no magic, no funny trick, no button on the back of your toddler that will make them immediately shape up if they're misbehaving, rendering timeouts unnecessary. But there is some important information that, when the truth of it is realized, does render timeouts unnecessary, needless, harmful, mean, and stupid. Very, very stupid. And with my ultimate mission being to end timeouts for children and parents everywhere, it seems all too necessary that I share this information with you. Which is why I created a new mini course called How to Never Use a Timeout Again, which goes into depth about why timeouts are not necessary, why you do not need to use them, and why, despite what a lot of experts in parenting resources will tell you, you will be doing yourself and your child a huge favor if you stay far, far away from them. If you never use a timeout, ever, ever, ever again. And you don't need to replace them with any other discipline tactic. You see, there is no good behavior, there is no bad behavior. There is only behavior that fits into one of 5 categories. So the course that I created is based around these 5 categories and will cover questions about where an unwillingness to share falls within them, or not wanting to eat their vegetables, or not listening, or other common misbehavior complaints that parents have. I'll go into as much depth as is necessary to shed light not so much on the damage of timeouts, which you can find in the linked blog post, but on why they are completely and fundamentally unnecessary. Ultimately, I'll be teaching you how to never use a timeout again, because timeouts are stupid. So if you are interested in learning more, you will find a link to purchase the course below this video.